this is my review of Happy Sugar Life. Okay, I really don't know what to say here. This episode ended on kind of a depressing note, but it also kind of was just all a bunch of plot threads just snapping to a close in one fell swoop. So Ozzy is trying and failing to get in touch with Tayo, and because Tayo is busy, as we'll say, but he does eventually get in contact with him and finds out that he's in the wrong apartment. He claims he's in apartment 305, but Ozzy knows that they're living in apartment 1208 and believes that Tayo is lying to him and hangs up and just leaves him to his own devices, which does have ramifications going forward. Meanwhile, and then he eventually goes to the apartment complex to confront Sato. Meanwhile, Sato and Shio are making preparations to leave the country, with Sato having dressed Shoko in her old clothes, but left her ring behind, and then they go back to go get it. But they're completely unaware that not only is Asahi pursuing them, and he eventually does catch up to them, but it's also just revealed that Sato's aunt was actually planning to burn down the apartment complex. So they have to both evade the fire as well as Asahi, and it eventually comes to a confrontation on the roof after Asahi finds Shoko's dead body in Sato and Shio's old apartment. And he confronts Sato and attacks her with his bat. But then Shio steps up to defend her, saying that she chooses Sato even knowing all of the terrible things that she's done up to this point. And that she knows that her mother did abandon her, and that she just doesn't care about her mother anymore because she knows that her mother doesn't quote unquote need her anymore. At which point Asahi reveals what actually happened and why Asahi's father passed away. So as it turns out, shortly after abandoning Shio, their mother actually went back to the house and poisoned their father, effectively killing him. So he explains that she did that to protect her children, and she will probably be arrested for it, and that he doesn't care and just wants them to be one happy family for as long as they can. But Shio refuses and tells him to tell their mother that he's glad that she saved her from an unhappy life. And then they proceed to the roof, and Asahi can't follow them because now the building is coming down on top of them. So they climb to the roof and proclaim their love for each other, saying that they're going to go out together, and point out that they're planning that Shio's happy to have met Sato, and that she's happy that Sato was able to help her escape her unhappy life, and that she was able to find happiness through Sato. And then the two embrace and go flying off the roof. And this is where the series comes full circle. It started off with them being on the roof and jumping off, and then it went full circle with them now actually doing the jump. So Sato, as she's falling, goes through all of the different things in her mind, all of the things she could have done with Shio, but now can't, and then apologizes to Shio before shielding her with her own body, effectively hospitalizing Shio, but killing Sato in the process. At which point the aunt is arrested for arson, not surprising. Daisuke is arrested for his perverted actions after he's investigated. And Tayo spends the rest of his days being a recluse, just living alone in his room, muttering to himself, because now his mind is completely broken. And Shio rejecting him was the last straw after he escaped. So yeah, he effectively went and became a bit of a recluse, and his mind is not okay. But notably, the biggest shock was Shio, who effectively was reincarnated as Sato, for lack of a better word, I think. I'm not entirely sure what happened in the ending, but the implication is that Shio now embodies Sato's will and effectively became Sato, and wants to continue to live with her happiness by herself. and it effectively killed off the Shio that Asahi knew, and she says as much to him when he goes to visit her in the hospital, and he's upset and depressed. He has no way to comprehend what just happened to his little sister, so he just runs out of the room in terror. But yeah, the implication is that Shio didn't die, but she might as well have. It's basically her brain got reprogrammed in the fall. So now she believes that. So now she's just she embodies her happiness inside of her, and that's enough for her. So she just kind of is Shio and Satou at the same time. So yeah, it's kind of a dark moment and a bit of a dreary moment to end on, but it captures the series perfectly. So Shio, apparently out of the grief of losing her one and only, has now become a bit sociopathic, just like Satou was, and that's how they decided to end it. So yeah, overall, this series was a trip, man. This series was just messed with my head. There was a lot. It was a very dark show, and that's not surprising. But this anime is definitely one that I recommend watching. It's a kind of a messed up love story, and I kind of like that. But it is a very interesting. You get to know the characters. You get to know what kind of person they are, what caused them to go crazy, and effectively, that's what the whole show is. The only sane person in the entire show was Shoko, and she wound up dying and being burned. So, yeah, we are not ever going to. I'm never going to be able to find an experience like this again. This was a trip. This is a show that I only recommend watching once. Don't watch it any more than once. You might. Yeah, this is going to take some mental processing to just kind of work through, because I'm not entirely sure what this series was. I understand it was like a messed up love story, and one of the girls was potentially psychotic, but yeah, well, not potentially, she was psychotic, but yeah, the series as a whole is just messed up all the way through, and I kind of like that, but I don't recommend watching it more than once. So, if you guys have seen this episode of My Happy Sugar Life, then what did you guys think? Let's get a discussion going in the comment section down below, or over on my Discord server, link in the description. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also, check out my Patreon in the description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month, and it really helps me out, so I would definitely appreciate it if you did that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!